Dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is when we are converting two units of measure at the same time. For example, if we have 22 gallons in a year and want to figure out how many quarts that is in a month, we're going from gallons to quarts and year to months. So first, set this up. On the left side of your paper, you're going to write down what you're starting with and write it as a fraction. 22 gallons in 1 year. All the way to the right of your paper, you're going to write equals and what you're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out how many quarts that is in a month. All of this in between is your workspace, where you're going to be setting up the different fractions from your facts. So we want to go from gallons to quarts. So think about the fact about gallons and quarts, and I'm going to write that fact down here. There's 4 quarts in 1 gallon. Now what I'm going to do is take this fact and I'm going to multiply it. Now when I line up my units, because there's a times in between, I need the units to diagonally be the same because I want to be able to cross them off. So gallons are in the numerator. That means the gallons have to diagonally be the same. I'm going to put gallons in the denominator. So 4 quarts over 1 gallon. Gallons cancel out. Quarts are left over, and quarts are what I need. So I'm done converting my numerator. In the denominator, I got to go from a year to a month. Well, the fact I know about years and months is that there are 12 months in 1 year. So again, I'm going to multiply this. And since year is in the denominator, I need the units to be diagonally the same, so I'm going to put year in the numerator. So 1 year over 12 months. Years, year cancels out. Month, month, that's what I need. So now I just multiply the numbers that are in the numerator. 22 times 4 times 1. So that's 88 quarts over, multiply the numbers in the denominator, 1 times 1 times 12 over 12 months. That's great, but I'm not completely finished. I want to know how many quarts in 1 month, and I figured out how many quarts there are in 12 months. What I need to find now is the unit rate. So if I'm at 12 months and I want to get to 1 month, I need to divide by 12. Whatever I do to the denominator, I need to do it to the numerator. So 88 divided by 12, that means it's going to be about 7.3 repeating quarts in 1 month. And a better way to write that when you have a repeating decimal is to write it as a fraction. So 7 1/3 quarts in 1 month. All right, so let's try one more. 200 miles an hour is how many feet per second? So again, set it up. 200 miles in 1 hour. On the left and all the way on the right, I want to know how many feet that is in 1 second. So I got to do miles and feet. So I have to think about the fact with miles and feet. And with miles and feet, 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So I put a times here. I want the units to diagonally be the same. So miles are in the numerator and miles in the denominator. Miles cancel off. Feet, feet. I'm done converting the numerator. Now I got to go from hours to seconds. If you don't know how many seconds there are in an hour, you can start with hours and minutes. There's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So again, the units need to diagonally be the same. 1 hour, 60 minutes. Hours, hours cancel off. Minutes to seconds, not done yet. So I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So minutes in the denominator, that means I need the minutes in the numerator. So 1 minute, 60 seconds. Minutes cancel out. Seconds, seconds. So I'm done converting. Multiply the numerators. Multiply all of those numbers. So 200 times 5,280 times 1 times 1, and I'm going to go ahead and write that down here. So 1,056,000 feet in 1 times 1 times 60 times 60 is 3,600 seconds. Again, that's great, but I don't want to know how far we're going in 3,600 seconds. I need to know how far we're going in 1 second. So I needed to divide to find the unit rate by 3,600. And we're going to get 293 1/3 feet in 1